So I had to smile when I walked into the room today because usually I spend time here on Fridays for the Friday pitch sessions. And it's pretty relaxed. It's on Fridays, of course, and I just get to sit in the audience and listen to the startups pitching and just enjoying it. And so for the next couple of minutes, the roles are going to be reversed and everyone else will get to relax when I'm pitching. So let's get started. So BHTC stands for Bear Hella Thermal Control. We are a German automotive tier 1 supplier, and we are a joint venture which is owned by two big German companies called Marley and Hella. We've been around since 1999, and right now we are about 2,400 people worldwide in 8 locations. Our core business unit since 1999 has been climate control units, and I will show a couple examples in the next slide. And the other business units, which is a little bit younger, we've been doing that for a couple of years now, is displays, human-machine interfaces, and touchscreens. Here you can see a couple examples of the climate controls units that we are manufacturing for our customers. I guess everyone has been sitting inside a car. Everyone knows the climate control units with the knobs and how you can adjust your temperatures and your climate in your car. And in the next slide here, you can see a few examples. It's actually from one of our customers, a German sports car manufacturer that shall not be named. We are actually just manufacturing a center stack for them, which is basically a touch surface, and it has a black panel effect, which means as soon as you shut off your car, you will only see like a black surface, which is pretty neat, and you can also feel like a haptic feedback as soon as you touch the surface. You get kind of a vibration like you get it from your phone. And in the back of your car, you have a 7-inch multi-touch TFT display, which also has the black panel effect. In this slide, you can actually see it inside the car, like the center stack right in front next to your stick shift, and in the back of the car, the display. Just a brief overview of our customers. So we have all major OEMs in our portfolio, like not just the Germans, but also OEMs here in the US or China and India. But I would say we should get to the more exciting part now. I would like to talk about our technology and startup scouting activities here in Silicon Valley. And one of our values is definitely we're very agile. So BHTC is a rather small company, which is actually good because we have very flat hierarchies and short decision paths, I would say. And we're also directly connected to our management board. So in case there are any decisions to be made, it's pretty fast. So we're talking about maybe a couple days or weeks until we can decide if we want to work with a startup or not. And also we're local, so just a couple minutes from PNP. We are here in Sunnyvale, and we have an office here. And yeah, as well, we see ourselves as partners with the startups, which means that for one, we do paid pilots and POCs, and also we not just want to get something from startups, but also give back, like kind of a mentoring thing. Because especially the automotive industry is a pretty rough industry, I would say. So we kind of give the mentoring and help startups to set foot and also kind of get the production or the certifications that they need to be successful in the industry. And we see ourselves as very progressive because especially in the display market, it's so fast-paced, there's so much going on, and that's where we try to stay ahead of everything that's going on. And one of the core things that we have in our advanced development teams in Germany and in Finland is kind of a competence team or competence center. Those are basically teams that are dedicated to specific technology areas like displays or gesture control. And they play a vital role in our scouting process. And I will show in the next slides how they are involved. So I would like to give you a very generalized overview of how we are doing our scouting process. Of course, it will be different for each startup depending on what you're doing and what the agreement will be. So basically, there will be kind of an initial screening in the beginning. So the technology scouting team basically looks at the technology, looks if it's a fit at all. And also, we are looking into the maturity of the startup, so how long have they been around? And also, what I'm especially looking into is the kind of the cultural fit. So I'm very interested in how is the startup organized, how are they communicating with us, how reliable are they? And if I feel it might be a good fit, I will basically hand it over to our technology teams, and they will do an in-depth assessment of the technology. And this will be done by our teams in Finland and in Germany. And they will also come up with first use cases. And if they give a green light, we will start providing a kind of a decision paper. So we will come up with a business case, and we will show the value proposition and the products or software that's going to be made, and also what are the painkillers, and what's the project plan if we need one. Of course, it depends on the kind of agreement that we're doing with the startup. And after that, we're gonna pitch it to our management board, and they are gonna decide about the budget and how we're gonna get started. And after that, we're gonna get started. If there's a green light, of course, we're gonna get started with the POC and the project, and we also start the internal selling process. So internally, we are going to talk about it to our key account and sales managers, so they can in turn talk to our customers about it, and spread the word that we are working on cool new technologies. So what we are looking for in terms of startups and technologies. So if you're a startup and you're somehow involved in automotive, especially in the interior, or you are like somehow related to in-car comfort, display technology, IoT, or climatization in a car, I would be really interested in talking with you. So feel free to talk to me later after the last pitches. All right, thank you so much.